made yourself unapproachable. You have made yourself undesirable instead.
When you constantly tell men that no matter what they do, they're wrong, they just withdraw. No muss, no fuss, they just leave. Describe, let's talk about it.
Ladies, I don't know if you know this, but you're losing the plot right now. This main character energy that a lot of women have, where you feel like everything has to revolve around you, well, men are removing you from the topics that they care to discuss, be around, or have any interactions with. I mean, if you can't tell, just look at the racing, the runners clubs, all of that stuff that they're doing right now. You literally have identifiable bracelets for people to say if they're single, because women want to know who the single men are in these groups so that they have an opportunity to talk to them and approach them. That is pure madness. If a man wants to get your attention, he will, which tells me that the men are not approaching women and for their own very valid reasons. You have made yourself unapproachable. You have made yourself undesirable. Instead of being the person that they would want to approach, you've basically told them they're wrong. They're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. You label them, you make it so that men are uncomfortable. If a man approaches you and he doesn't happen to be the guy that you want, then I guess he's some sort of predator, right? That's the rhetoric that you guys were running around with not that long ago. So now men are trying to find spaces where women are not. I have been scrolling on TikTok and I saw a few guys now who have created their own home gyms so that they can avoid being around women who are not fully dressed. You have made men so uncomfortable that now they don't want to approach you. And they don't even want to be in your space. They're building spaces for themselves to congregate so that they don't have any opportunity to be approached by you. And we're still not going to own the fact that we've got accountability in that. Ladies, you better fix it quick. I'm not out there in these streets, but I'm hearing it's not easy. So obviously, whatever you're doing, it's not working.
We like to say something on this channel, right? Your best thinking got you exactly where you are. Where you do have men, where if you look at the commiserate sort of example where women saying decenter men, well, a lot of men have decentered women a long time ago, but they didn't scream about it. They didn't yell about it. They actually decentered them and they just kind of said, I'm going to build my own spaces. I'm going to go in my own areas and I'm going to look for what? Let's say it together, peace. When we had these spaces before, women said, well, okay, no, we actually want to work out too. Fine. Yeah, but when you're there, we'll always be attracted to you. So now when we're looking, now we're creeps for looking, or now you brought the cameras and the videos into the gyms. Now we're getting caught on camera, or we're just passing through. And now it's an issue. Now the gym, where was that safe, harmonious space where we can work out, sort of out like pseudo therapy. Now we have to walk on, eggshells there. So a lot of men said, listen, I hear what you're saying. They're not going to fight you, not going to tell you, hey, you should no longer bring these cameras in here. I get it. I'm just going to go create a space where we don't have to have this conversation. It's something I said all the time on this channel. What happens eventually, the men don't fight you. They just kind of take a step back and let you do what you're supposed to do. You see the same thing in your relationship. You see the same thing in marriages. You argue all the time. Instead of doing that, the man takes a step back and says, he goes quiet because he'd rather have peace or the approaching or pseudo peace than go back and forth with you and argue. So here, when we're left uncertain what we're supposed to do, tired, fatigued, men usually just take that step back and say, okay, until I get guidance, so I get a better understanding, until the actual game changes, I'm going to take a step back and do what I got to do. Listen, before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss new uploads. You don't miss when we randomly go live. Subscriber Sundays, it was a good time just a couple days ago. So hopefully we get to see you guys there, 7 p.m. Central Time. Just jump in the chat, jump in the live. We have a good time there. So men, it's something, I've said it several times. What ends up happening is the guys that actually are respectful of you, that do understand what you're saying, it doesn't take away from the very real reality that they're constantly under pressure, under verbal assault from video after video, set and structure after set and structure. You men, all men, 99.7% of men, you constantly lump us together with the worst of us and then think somehow we're still supposed to show up in the way you are telling us to. And this is a quote, all women are asking for men to be better. And then you guys refuse to do that. No, they don't. No, we don't. In mass, we don't. You just expect a certain behavior from a man that you actually want. A man that fits all these other criteria. You got plenty of men willing to step up and be everything to you that you need to be. You're just not attracted to that type of man. You want a man that has no incentive, no reason to behave like that. He gets what he wants. A bunch of women are attracted to him, and he can tell that by the evidence. He's got 5 baby moms. All you line up to be with him, have a time with him. So why would he go and change what is absolutely working? The thing is, he was never going to be that type of guy you needed him to be. That's in the guy that you refuse to look at. Yet when the conversation and the rhetoric happens, it's about all men, people that you've never met. And you think we don't get tired of hearing that. You think it doesn't wear on us, but we understand the truth that you're not speaking for all women. You're not speaking for all men. Yet the exhaustion persists. What happens when you get that? Take a step back. It's the healthiest thing we can do for you. We take a step back instead of now dogpiling upon you. This is what healthy people do. This is what healthy men do. This is why you won't have arguments with some men, especially if we don't mean anything to one another. There's no value in me arguing with you. There's no value in me showing up to prove you wrong. There's no value in me coming there to try to convince you that, listen, it's not all men that you're talking about. Yes, bad men exist. Bad people exist. But there are men out there that are doing their absolute best, that hear you, understand you, and do not wish you any type of harm. Yet, they have to come first. Their families have to come first. How they look at their own lives has to come first. That's why you may feel sort of isolated, alone. I'm not having that conversation with you. When you hoot and holler and screaming about it's all men and you can't be convinced otherwise, I just leave. Good men, they just leave you alone. Just like they're going to listen to what you've been saying, and part of what you've been saying is leave them alone. So now you come to this point, and it's only going to get worse in the coming years. We're at this point now where you're questioning, well, where are the good men? They left you as you requested. They left you as your personality demanded. All right, man, you got it. We're going to go and do our thing over here. We're going to go create our spaces where we can get our physical exertion out. We can enjoy ourselves. We can have these areas where we don't have to have this constant conversation with you, about you, directed towards you. We can just exist in this, and for a couple of moments or a couple of hours, not have to worry about, is he going to pay 50-50? He down approaching me. Doesn't he see that I look? It's tiring, exhausting. You want a better outcome for men, but you don't give men something better to strive for. You don't give them a better rhetoric. You don't give them a better conversation. And listen, we're holding this to the people online or the people you see in real life talking about these things. And I constantly bring up, we hammer this out because what starts online quickly seeps into the conversation in the real world, where people now talk like this. They talk as if you have young women talking about real men supposed to be like this. He's supposed to pay bills. You don't have the relational experience to talk about that at all. You're barely out of Pampers, but you're screaming and hooting and hollering the same way a 50-year-old woman is. She's got the experience on her side. She can say, in this relationship, this happened, this and this. She can name them. You just listened to a story, you took it as your own. That's not reality. The further you keep drifting from reality, it comes a point where men cannot follow you. Cool. We still got a life to live, and we're going to do what we can over here. This is not to say that you're not important to us. It's not to say we don't see any value with you. But this is to say that we just simply increase the casualness of our relationships. You screaming you don't need men? Okay, cool. We hear you. We adjusted. We downshifted. Switch gears. Now we come back and say, cool, I understand you don't need me, but we're here for a good time. Let's have a good time, and then we can go about our separate ways. We can live in separate houses. All rhetoric you've heard women say. What happens when men give you exactly what you've been saying that you wanted? If you disagree, or if you got something to add, let me know down in the comments below. If you see other videos on your screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. And of course, if you're listening to my voice now, you have not subscribed, I think you should. I'm just trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.